welcome back to my channel again for another weekly video. And today I'm going to be answering 50 questions that I've never answered. I saw Gabriella do this on her channel a few weeks ago, and I really love filming and watching these kind of Q&A style videos. And it's basically a list of questions that was posted onto Tumblr, and I've gone and found the same list that she'd used. I'll leave a link to her video down below in the description so you can go and check that out. And some of the questions kind of get you thinking a bit, and yeah, some of them are just really random as well. So I thought I'd just do it with you so you can get to know a bit more about me. And yeah, I just love doing these kind of videos. So let's get straight into the questions. The first one is, what's your favourite candle scent? Now when it comes to candles, I'm a bit of like a boring one. I love like your standard vanilla candle. I just love the smell of vanilla. Like, it's just such a nice sort of pleasant fresh smell. Like this IKEA vanilla candle, it just smells so good. I just love the smell of vanilla. Second question is, what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? I don't really know. Like, I haven't really thought about this before, to be honest. I haven't really ever seen a celebrity and thought, oh, I'd definitely like to be related to them. I'm just trying to think. It's like one of those moments when someone asks you for a song and literally any single song that you would... What am I even saying? Every single song that you know like leaves your head and you just can't think of a single song. So I'm just trying to think. Potentially Ariana Grande, just because I generally love her music and she just seems like a really nice person, so maybe her? Potentially. I've never... this is what I mean, the questions are just literally so random. I never thought about that. But maybe Ariana Grande. I think she'd be quite a cool sort of celebrity sister to have, maybe. The next one is, what male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Now for me, as I don't actually have a brother, it's weird thinking about having a brother and like what I'd like personality wise and as a person as a brother. So for this one, oh, I don't know. Definitely someone who's like really kind of caring and would just look out for you. It's obviously a great kind of person to have as a brother. For the moment, I don't really know who I'd say. Let me know down in the comments like suggestions of people who you think would be kind of like a good, caring brother, celebrity type person who would look out for you, because right now I can't think of who. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? I honestly have no clue about this one. I imagine, I always picture it to be kind of around late 20s, 30 kind of age. Mid to late 20s/30, somewhere around there, but I mean, it honestly just depends on who you meet and when you might meet the right person, and that could literally happen at any time, and also what their views are on getting married. So I don't really know at this point. I mean, I'm like only 18 right now, so I'm still trying to sort my life out. I don't really know when I'll get married, but probably late 20s to like 30. Do you know a hoarder? I'm guessing this means with like keeping items, and I guess I'm a bit guilty of being a hoarder because I'm one of those people that when it comes to clearing out like clothes or whatever, I'm like, oh, you never know, I might use that one day, even though I know really that I've literally just shoved it in my wardrobe and never got it out since I last used it like years ago. So I'd say maybe myself. Can you do a split? I'm guessing this means the splits. Yes, I can do like the forward splits, but I can't do like the sidewards box splits. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? I mean, I learnt fairly late, to be honest, because where I live it's not really ideal. So I learnt when I went back in summer to visit like my grandparents around there. So I think I was probably like 7 or 8. Might have even been later than that. Something like that. How many oceans have you swam in? Does this include seas? Because I mean, I've been in the Atlantic Ocean and I've been in the Mediterranean Sea. I think that's probably it. So 2 if we're counting seas, 1 if we're just counting like full-on oceans. How many countries have you been to? I've been to a lot of countries, mainly just kind of around Europe. I haven't really gone out of Europe much. I went to America last year for the first time, and also Canada. So I've been to the US, Canada, Spain, England, France, Germany, Italy. They also visited Morocco as well. So unless I've forgotten anywhere. I kind of went to Switzerland. I went to that airport that's like half in France, half in Switzerland, and I went to the Swiss part, but I never really went out and visited the country as such, so I've kind of been there. Oh, I've been to Portugal. That's another one. I don't think I'll count Swiss because I don't think that really counts, so 9 countries I'm going to go with. I might have forgotten 1 or 2, but I'm going to say 9. Is anyone in your family in the army? No, not as far as I'm aware, not like any of my close family who I know well, they're not. What would you name your daughter if you had one? I used to always like the name Sally when I was younger for some reason, and Molly. But I think like those names I've kind of grown off of those names. I quite like the name Jess. Then like Jessica as a whole name is quite cool as well, but like shortened Jess I quite like. And I don't know, there's sometimes just hear names I'm like, that's a cool name, I'd love to like name my child that, but I've never written them down, I'm kind of stuck to thinking about them, so I'm gonna say Jess, and then I don't really know any other names right now. I probably should write them down as I think about them. What would you name your son if you had one? Oh, like this I've never really thought about either. I mean, like I'm saying, I'm still 18, I've got a long time to go yet. But, oh, my son. I honestly just don't know at this moment in time. If I like think about it in the meantime and remember a name that I thought, oh yes, I'll go with that one, I'll leave it down below in the comments or something, but at the moment, I'm not sure. What's the worst grade you got on a test? The one that comes to mind was like my year 7 history test, which I was not happy with, and I got 55% on it. I don't know what grade that was, potentially a C. But besides that, I'm not really too sure. I think that one's probably, that's like the worst one that sticks in my mind, but then it wasn't like really a proper test as such, because I mean, it was like year 7, doesn't really count for anything much, but yeah, that's the one that like, comes to mind. What was your favourite TV show when you were a child? I was one of those kids who used to watch so much TV. I used to love watching Tracy Beaker, Danny's House, then it went on to Danny's Castle, Friday Download, My Parents Are Aliens, Horrid Henry, Jungle Run. Oh my god, I'm just remembering like all these shows that I used to watch like all the time. There was one point where I used to really love Misty as well. God, there was literally just so many. I'll be here forever if I try and list them all. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? When I was 8, I don't like remember specifically, but pretty much every year I dressed up as a witch, so I'm gonna go with witch. That's probably like most likely. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games or Twilight series? Yes, I've read the Twilight series. I still love Twilight now. I'd love to like have a Twilight movie marathon one day. Definitely consider doing that at some point. I keep saying that, but I've just still not got around to doing it. And Harry Potter I've never really read. I've never really been that into it. I've seen some of the movies and I've just not really got that into it. I feel like it's one of those things that you either just like absolutely love and get so into, or just not at all. And Hunger Games, I've seen all the films. Have I seen all the films? I think I've seen all of them but one. I don't think I actually ever saw the last one. I should do that. I don't think, maybe I did end up watching it. I can't remember. One day I'll sit and watch like all the Hunger Games movies as well. I prefer the Twilight ones, but yeah, I can't remember. So definitely need to go rewatch that, but I've never read it before. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Well, I've obviously got a British accent and I quite like it, to be honest, so I'm just going to stick with British accent. Might be kind of biased, but yeah, I'm just going to stick with British. Did your mother go to college? Yes, she did. Are your grandparents still married? Yes, they are. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No, I've never taken karate lessons. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Yes, I do. What's the first amusement park you've been to? Amusement park. I've never been a massive fan of rides, so I think probably Disneyland in Paris is the first like full-on amusement. There's a really annoying motorbike outside and someone like using a leaf blower or something. I don't know how well you can hear it, but it's really annoying. Hopefully you can't hear it. But yeah, the first amusement park that I've been to is probably Disneyland Paris. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Well, I currently obviously speak English, as you can tell. Then I also speak Spanish and kind of speak French. Another language that always just sounds really cool is Italian. So I don't know, it just sounds like people are singing when they speak it. So I quite like that. So maybe Italian could be another one I could learn. Do you spell the colour as grey with an E or grey with an A? I spell it whichever way the English way is. I think that's E. Now I'm getting really confused. Now I've seen both spell. I'm confused which I spell it as, but I'm thinking it's grey with an E, how I would write it. Is your father bald? Random question, but no. Do you know Triplets? No, I don't know any triplets. Do I know any yeah, I do know twins. I was gonna say, I don't think I even know any twins, but no, I do know twins, but I don't know triplets. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Right, this is a big thing to admit here. I've never actually seen either of those. I think I really should. I've definitely never watched Titanic, which is really bad. I feel like it's one of those classic films. I don't know if I'd like it or not, but I feel like it's one of those classic films that I should just have to watch. I keep telling myself that, but I've just never sort of been in the mood to watch it. And The Notebook, I don't think I've seen either, so I should probably watch them. That leaf blower or whatever it is really annoying me now. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I have. Like every Friday with my family, we go out for a curry. And yeah, I love it. I love Indian food a lot. What's the name of your favourite restaurant? Probably the Indian that we go to, sticking with that. So I'm going to say it's this Indian that we like gone to for years called Gulthar. And yeah, that's probably my favourite restaurant. Although when I'm in the UK, as I don't have Nando's here, I love a good Nando's. Don't get me wrong, I do love a good Nando's or Wagamama's. I love those two as well. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? I'm assuming these questions are American, so no, I've never been to Olive Garden. Do you belong to any warehouse stores such as Costco, BJ's, etc.? I'm guessing again these are American. I'm not too sure about these stores, so I'm gonna just go with no. Oh, the leaf blower's got closer. Wait, let me see what it actually is. Yeah, it's definitely a leaf blower. And he's coming like past my house now, so could he please hurry up? I'm trying to film a video in here. Just not very considerate. He's like stopped for the minute. I bet as soon as I go on to the next question, he'll start again. Literally. I was about to read the question, then he started again. I don't even know if you can hear it, but it's very annoying. He's right outside my house now. He's alright. He's got like soundproof headphones on. I can't do that to the camera though. Would he like to be any slower? He's now walking backwards. Why is he going backwards? No, keep moving forwards. Okay, I think he just saw me watching him out the window. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for him to go past. Okay, he's gone like further down the street now. I can still hear him pretty badly. Hopefully you can't. I've literally been sat here for like 10 minutes though, waiting for him to go past. It's getting kind of annoying now. Right, let's carry on with the next question. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? Now I'm pretty sure, because at first, I think my mum thought that I was gonna be a boy, as she said like the pregnancy experience was different to when she was having my sister, I think. There's a story behind it there. So initially they were actually gonna call me either Zach or Jack. I think it was Zach they were gonna go with. I was going to be called Zach if I was a boy. If you have a nickname, what is it? Well, as my name is Sofie, everyone just always shortens it to Soph, like most people do with the name Sofie, to be honest. No kind of special, different nickname there. Who's your favourite person in the world? Do I have a favourite person? I've got too many people that I like too much, I can't pick a favourite person. Would you rather live in a rural area or in the suburbs? Now, as the suburbs are like always on the edge of a city, I think that I'd prefer to live in the suburbs, because I think a rural area, although it's like peace and tranquil, it'd be quite nice to like go to a rural area for like a sort of holiday, just get away from everything and noise. Yeah, like I think it'd get too boring living there for too long, because I feel like I always picture like the rural areas kind of too far away from everything, whereas the suburbs, it's on like the edge of the city, so like living in city centre would be too busy and like too crazy all the time. But then on the suburbs, you've got like close connections to the city centre, so you can still make like use of all the services and facilities in the city centre, but while kind of living in like what feels more like a little town kind of vibe. So I'd go with living in the suburbs. Can you whistle? No, I really can't, and it's something that really annoys me. On the odd occasion, it does like come out, but like, I literally don't get how you can do it. So many different people have told me different techniques, and it never works. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No, I don't. I used to when I was younger. I used to always have to have my light on as I went to sleep, but I don't anymore. Do you eat breakfast every morning? Yes, I'm such like a breakfast person. I love breakfast. Cereal I could eat any time of the day. I just love it. Do you take any pills or medication daily? No, well, like at the moment I just have like these tablet things. I don't even know what they are for like my knees, because they're so dodgy that like they crack and stuff all the time, so I just have like this supplement thing that's supposed to help with joints, but yeah, that's basically it. How many times have you been to the hospital? I'm assuming it means staying in hospital, because actually going to the hospital, I've probably gone quite a lot, and I mean when you're younger as a baby you're there a lot, but physically I've never had to stay in hospital overnight before. I've generally just gone for either like checkups or getting injections, or just to kind of query about something that doesn't seem right, but I've never sort of been there for a prolonged period of time. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, of course. That was like one of my favourite childhood films, so I've probably seen it quite a few times. Definitely love that film, still do, and probably will always love it. Where do you buy your jeans? That's just a random question. I kind of like buy jeans wherever I see nice ones, so I sometimes do just get them in Primark, because they sometimes have some quite nice jeans there, like really reasonably priced as well, and I don't see anything wrong with that. And other times I've bought jeans probably from Zara, Stradivarius, H&M, Bershka, just kind of like the usual shops that I go to, and if they have nice jeans then I'll buy them. What's the last compliment you got? I don't actually know, to be honest. One that stuck in my head actually, there was a comment once on one of my videos. They were like, oh, I find this, like, don't be weirded out by this, but I was just like looking at your teeth and they're really nice, and I was like, thanks. I'll take that compliment. The suffering of braces obviously paid off. So that was one that I remember, and besides that, I don't really know, to be honest. That's just a really random one. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? I do sometimes, but not always. I'll often remember them like when I first wake up, if I've literally just woken up from a dream. I won't remember any of the previous dreams I've had that night, because you're supposed to have like hundreds every night and you just don't remember them. But I'll remember the dream that I've literally just been having as I wake up, if I've been having one at that point in time. But then, like, unless it was something that's really memorable or something really vivid or strange, then throughout the day I'll just like completely forget what it was, even if I remember it like perfectly first thing in the morning. What flavour tea do you enjoy? I often drink green tea. I just love drinking green tea. I usually have one in the morning, then one at night before going to bed. Although I often regret that, because then it makes me pee a lot, which isn't ideal just before going to bed. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? I'll get back to you on that one in a sec. I've got like my shoe rack just over there. I think I've got about 22 pairs of shoes. I've got a couple downstairs, so I like try to account for those. But yeah, somewhere like around 22. What religion will you raise your children to practice? Me, myself, I'm not religious in any kind of way, so I won't specifically raise them to practice any religion in particular. If they decided they wanted to, then that's fine with them, but I wouldn't exactly push them towards any kind of religion, as me, myself, I'm not religious in any kind of way. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? What do you mean Santa's not real? Of course he's real. Like, who brings all the presents at Christmas time, you know? Going back to the actual question though, I don't really know. I think I kind of had my suspicions for a little while, because then there'd be like, my sister and her friends would kind of ask me, oh, do you still believe in Santa? And then like, if I was like, yeah, then they'd kind of laugh a bit, and so I kind of had my suspicions a little bit, but I don't really know what age I was in particular, because we still like to go along with it and just pretend, you know, and do the whole, oh look, he's been kind of thing. So I don't really know what age it was, like exactly when I finally thought, no, you know, but he does exist, of course he does. Like, Christmas just isn't Christmas without him, is it? Why do you have Tumblr, it says here, but obviously as I'm doing this on YouTube, I'm going to change it to YouTube. I initially started YouTube just full on for the basis that I watch so many different YouTubers. Like, my whole day I just spend like watching so many different YouTube videos, honestly. I watch it like it's a TV series, and I just really enjoy it. And there's so many different YouTubers who look like they're having so much fun all the time. Always since I've been younger, I've loved kind of filming and editing and that kind of media type thing, so I thought, you know what, why not give it a go and see if I enjoy it. And at the moment I am really enjoying it, especially vlogging now that I've started that. I'm really enjoying that at the moment. Make sure to check out the vlogs, a little bit of self-promo, it'll be linked down below in the description. But yeah, I'm just really loving it at the moment. Also wanted to start it just for myself as well, to kind of boost my confidence a bit, I guess, to a certain extent. And also, so many people meet so many amazing different people through YouTube. Like if you ask so many YouTubers, a lot of their like current close friends they've met through YouTube, which I just think is incredible. So it's worth just reaching out and meeting loads of new people, and yeah, just a great experience. So I just really kind of had a connection with watching YouTube all the time and just really wanted to give it a go, you know, so that's really why I started. Also, yeah, going back to like meeting loads of people and whatever, I'm going to somewhere in the city this year. I'll be around over the whole weekend, so if you're going, let me know down below in the comments. It'd be great to like know some people before going, and also if you're going to be there to like meet some of you, and yeah, just like meet some amazing people there. So let me know if you're going down below. But that was the last question out of the 50 questions. I really hope you did enjoy this video and now know a little bit more about me. I'd love to get to know a bit more about you guys, so feel free to answer any of the questions that you want to down below in the comments. Also, be sure to smash that thumbs up if you did enjoy this video and love this kind of style of chatty Q&A type style videos. And yeah, also, you know, there's that subscribe button down there if you're new. Welcome to my channel. I'd really appreciate it if you could click it. I'd love to reach 200 subscribers by the end of the month. That would honestly be incredible. It means so much to me. Love each and every one of you who has subscribed already. And yeah, I'll basically see you next week with another weekly video. Bye!